What up? What up? What up, man? What is going on? This is your boy Marine X. Welcome to the Mantuary podcast. It's kind of the sanctuary, right? So everybody has a sanctuary they like to go to. So the Mantuary podcast is kind of where we kind of go to kick it and all that good stuff. And I'm so glad to have you guys here, man. It's freaking the anniversary of the channel. I thought that was first off, it just feels like time just flew by. Like it literally feels like time just did its own thing. And I told myself, man, Cave Mondays has been a fantastic thing. We're still going to continue live streams, still have my normal intros and all that good stuff as well. But welcome to the Mantuary podcast. This is my sanctuary, right? My sanctuary is my man cave. So I mean, why not coin this thing the Mantuary podcast? I think that just rings. I think it just works, right? We got some topics we're going to talk about today, man. So if this is your first time stopping by, make sure you hit that like button and that subscribe button. Today, we're going to talk about a number of things. Mostly, I kind of want to talk about Grail EDC knives that are not for me. Child support and how crazy I think it has become in regards to a bunch of stuff. We're going to have Battalion Bullhorn talk about some of your comments and questions. Men's bad reaction to rejection. I don't know what is going on out here on these streets when it comes to some of these men. How do you store your EDC knives? And then we'll have a donation segment, man. So make sure that you guys stick around if any of that stuff sounds interesting to you. Let's just talk about exactly what's being sipped and smoked on today, man. We're going to have a little bit of Maker's Mark cash strength. This is aged 6 years, it's rumored to be aged 6 years. They don't really disclose it on their website, but 110 proof, normally about $49 if you can find it. My tasting notes are yeasty, nutty, it kind of like an overripe melon, a little bit of bitter oak as well. We're going to have this alongside a Drew Estates Undercrown. You guys know I'm a big fan of Drew Estates. Shout out to channel sponsor TISFA for sponsoring this section of the program. You just really smooth going and having a really good time and all that good stuff. So the combination of those two kind of just makes a lot of sense. The combination of these two kind of makes a lot of sense, and it just makes me feel real good having those two together. Happy Labor Day. What did you freaking peasants do? Peasant in Chief did not do much of anything today, man. I just freaking kept it real simple, man. I just chilled at the house, kind of enjoyed the family. I didn't really throw down on any burgers or anything like that. Just wanted to keep it smooth and copacetic. I guess we can talk about what's in the pocket today, man. So we have this is the Tops Knives, the Mini Scandi. I've been carrying this thing a lot lately. I've been a big fan of it. I think that it's been making me feel real good inside. And the more I have it in my pocket, the more I realize it's a pricey boy. I probably wouldn't pay for it. They are using LMAX on the steel. I think that's why they're hitting people over the head for the amount that they're asking for it. First thing I want to talk about absolutely has to be Grail EDC Not for me. It's just, these are some items that companies are coming out with that they swear for, Lord, they swear that we're going to like the shit. And I just don't know. The Barnes, of course, this has been out for a while. And I've taken notice that a lot of these companies are starting to just really treat us like some freaking nincompoops. They're treating us like they just give 0 Fs. They're treating us like they just don't care at all. The Barnes, for me, it's an elegant looking knife. I don't know if anybody else would want to jump on this bandwagon and grab this specific knife. But they give all their buzzwords, exponentially better integral. The Barnes is a CNC machine from one solid billet of titanium. Okay, congratulations. It also has Bowler M390 stainless steel blade. But for me, $679, sir. No, $679. What is the locking? Oh, it's a frame lock. Okay, congratulations, man. I guess it makes it that much better, right? EDC Grail Not for me of the week is the Barnes by James brand. They have been hitting people over the head for years, and you can get this thing in different variations. Apparently, it is on ceramic ball bearings. You can get it. This is the black micarta in the stainless steel variant. You can get it in a black on black variant, which to be honest with you, is fucking looks sexy. But I'm not spending goddamn $6.99 a Grail knife that may be for you, but it is absolutely not for that is if you guys submit some EDC Grail knives that probably are not going to be for me, I would love to know your pick for next week. Now, this is something that I saw earlier, and I thought that this was I really want to know you guys' thoughts about this, man. So in the in the Mantuary, I like to talk about all sorts of crap. And one thing that I pay child support to my ex-wife, but I don't fucking pay goddamn $63,000 a month. Kevin Costner is ordered to pay goddamn his $63,000 a month in child support. Kevin Costner just found out how big of a check he has to cut to his estranged ex-wife each month for child support, and he is going to be happy. The judge in the case is forking over $63,209. That's exactly what he said is appropriate. He was at one point paying $129,000 a month, and she originally asked for $248,000 a month. Like, what is going on with these goddamn numbers, man? Like, I get it. It's relative. I understand it's relative. I guess when it comes to child support, it's just, I don't understand the overall premise of why do we just simply rely on calculators, I guess, if that makes sense. It's just, for state to state, it seems like everybody just relies on a calculator. For instance, my calculations are done based on the state of North Carolina. You know, I'm not going to freaking dox the amount that I pay, but I had no wiggle room. The judge took my pay, threw it in the calculator, and it spit out a number, $63,000 a month. It doesn't just go one specific way though. So Safari was getting on, Safari was not happy that Halle Berry has to pay child support to Oliver Martinez. She's paying $8,000 a month, right? So that's a whole lot better number, right? No, it's still $8,000 a month. It says it's 4.3% of any annual income over $2 million. My overall opinion is I do think that we being the non-custodial parent, we should, if you were sitting here right now and I had to pull you over and talk to you, I would say, listen, you still need to pay. We still need to pay as the non-custodial parent, but I think that the country overall, and put in chat if you are also paying child support, you don't have to put what you pay, but if you're also kind of in the same boat and you're paying child support, I think that this country overall needs some kind of revamp of the family law system. I know state by state handles this type of stuff, but why? No, I don't care how much Kevin Costner's worth. And I understand that the child is used to a certain way of living, but why is he paying $63,000 a month? Why did she originally ask for $248,000 a month? It says, remember that Christina originally asked for $248,000 a month in child support, but Kevin claimed she was padding the bill because he could simply afford it. Yeah, I think that a lot of folks are kind of leaning towards that way. Safari was very mad that Halle Berry is having to pay child support. He has no connection to either party, but he felt like he needs to weigh in, which he always feels like he needs to do. It says, a man getting child support is crazy. He might as well put on a goddamn dress. Sir, what are you talking about? Wait, what? He might as well put on if he's the custodial parent, chill out, bro. Like, chill out. Let's just keep it fucking real. If I had a goddamn baby with Oprah, man, she's paying me fucking $8,000 a month. I thought that was just out of this world, man. What do you guys think over here, man? Let me put a Q colon in front of your stuff if you have any questions. A Q colon in front of your stuff if you have any questions. Franco says $248,000. He is freaking dead. He says, that's why I keep it in my pants. Boosie, I don't keep shit in my goddamn pants. That's why I just got to keep the shit real, man. I'm just saying, that's why I had to get the goddamn snip. Did y'all hear about this woman that got freaking destroyed with a brick over her head because she wouldn't give a guy her number? Did you hear about this stuff? Woman says says a man hit her in the face with a brick while a crowd watched. A video goes viral on social media from a woman documenting her experience after getting claimed a man hit her in the face with a brick after she declined to give her telephone number on Sunday, which was just yesterday. In a video on Instagram posted by the Shade Room, Robe She, the woman claimed that y'all just gonna sit here and just hit him in my face with a brick. And all these black men just watched. This man grabbed a rock and hit me in the face because I wouldn't give him my number. And she continued to yell at the crowd, I want you to be a man and do something. You gonna let a man hit me in the face like that? Like, do you see her face? So one thing I would say is, like, I'm very used to men, I'm used to men taking to shoot their shot. You know, said freaking Chris just mentioned I like to shoot my shot. I like to shoot my shot as well. But if you shoot your shot and you get shot down, you need to fucking walk away. She said that the guy approached her, asked for her number. She said no. And then he picked up a brick. And the woman said that a group of black men stood by and did nothing as she was struck by an unidentified man who sped off in a car. When she angrily approached the group and asked, what are we supposed to do? Well, y'all could fucking say something. Can you open your mouth and say something, right? Maybe you don't need to be super save-a-ho and jump in and risk battery on somebody you don't know. But can you verbally say something? A man approached her to get her number. She said no. And he picked up a brick and commenced to hit her in the face. Yeah. And that's the end result. I'm gonna say, oh, this is alleged, right? I myself, I'll give you my opinion and I'll kind of just see, where you are with this as well is, me, I'm 37. So growing up, I'm used to a healthy amount of rejection, right? Like I'm used to a healthy amount of rejection. I used to go to the mall and get rejected by girls. I used to go to the club and get rejected by girls. Rejected? I got rejected all the time. Okay. Y'all don't believe it? Okay. You don't think so? She doesn't believe it. All the time. And but I just feel like me personally, if nowadays I was out here trying to get a number like or something like that and I was rejected, I would just, pick up my marbles and go home. I don't understand the need to go. What do you think about this?
The video doesn't really start until after the incident has already happened. Clearly you can see she's got, she's swollen on the side of her face. So clearly something happened. She clearly got hit with something. Now, what she did prior to that situation or what he did prior to that situation or what anybody did, nobody saw on actual video. It wasn't captured. But she was clearly in distress. She was clearly upset. And she was yelling at the man behind her, talking about, what are you doing? Why are you not doing anything? What's going on? So this is a real situation. I will say that, if this situation did happen, this is a real situation that does happen for a lot of women. Recently, I went out. I go out and try to live my life before kids, right? But I went out and I had a situation where this guy just approached me and he bear hugged me. I'm little. I'm like 5'3.5", 150 pounds. And he sat there and bear hugged me and he was trying to, get my number. And I said, no, I'm good. I'm married. And I showed my little ring, you know what I mean? And everything like that. And he still wouldn't take no for an answer. He kept hanging on. And I started to pull his arms apart. And I'm like, let go. And he wouldn't. And there were 3 men standing in front of me. And then there were men that were behind us as well. And they all saw the situation happen. And nobody did or said anything. No one did anything. No one said anything. My friend, who's another female, she's reaching for me, trying to pull me out of the situation, and he's not letting go. He's just, continuously talking in my ear, trying to, get me to give him my number, things like that. He's not listening. Now, he was clearly intoxicated prior to the situation and definitely while he was doing, trying to approach me. But, it was scary. It was super scary. I did not know what was going to happen. I didn't understand why I was looking around like, why is nobody saying anything, doing anything? It's uncomfortable. And then the rest of the night, he continued to stalk me and look at me and make sure that any other man that came up to me, I told them that I was married and that I did not give my number. And he even said something at the end of the night when I was walking away. I didn't even know that he was watching. When another man walked up to me and asked me for my number as well, I said, I'm married. No. And I turned around to walk out the door and he said, good, that's what you should do. It was very, very uncomfortable. It was super scary. Like, I don't even, back in the day before, you came along, it wasn't like that. It was not like that. It was, I done got told, hey, la mama, whatever the case may be. And I would say, nah, I'm good. And, he might say, well, fuck you, bitch, or something like that. But he would keep it moving.
So I think that I agree. I don't know why. I'm confused why people don't have the ability to just move on and go with rejection. Except Freaks Mama or is sexy on Twitter says this is why I always give my number out in public, regardless if I have a man or not, because you never know if a man will react. This is so sad. She didn't deserve this at all. It's scary. Now, she also posted videos of this same woman allegedly slapping men. Now, this man had no clue that she had been slapping man, in the past.
She was wait,
she-
she's slapping men too?
Yeah. So apparently
Okay.
the victim there's videos of her out there slapping men in the past that approached her for her number. So I don't know the full aspect of this story. I don't know if he simply walked up to her, asked for her number, she said no, and he just picked up the brick and mollywopped her, or did she say, this is just hypothetical. I'm not saying she deserved it. I'm just asking, did she use fighting words? Now in the state I don't know if this happened in Texas or Louisiana. Very few words in Texas equal you can fight, and they usually have to be a direct threat to your life. I doubt she said anything that are fighting words. I'm just saying. But the fact that he sped off in a car
Fighting words.
leads me to believe that he is more bitch made than anything else. I don't know.
Fighting words.
There are such things as fighting words in the state of Texas.
I mean,
I don't know what they are.
We all know fighting words.
No,
okay?
they're like legal fighting words.
Oh, legal fighting words.
There are legal fighting
but
words.
nonetheless, like I'm pretty sure he doesn't know legal fighting words. Like the average person, doesn't know legal fighting words. You know what I'm saying? But there are, quote unquote fighting words. Like if I hear that, you know what I'm saying, it's going down, like things like that, obviously. But I'm pretty sure it's a possibility she could have sat there and said something that maybe possibly embarrassed him.
Right.
That is a thing. Women, but let me take this back, because whether we reject you politely, because a lot of men said we need to reject y'all politely, or we embarrass you, which no woman should. Okay, you can kindly say no, thank you. But no matter how we say it, there's always going to be somebody who's going to get extremely upset in your feelings or whatever the case may be. I don't know what it is. You don't know how to cope with rejection. You've never been told no. I don't know. But you have to learn how to accept no for an answer and then be able to move on and go find somebody else. I'm pretty sure somebody else in the club or somebody else at the bar or somebody else on the street is going to say yes. You're going to get your yes. Whether it's a fuck or it's a, hey, let's talk, or it's a, hey, we might be married in a few years, whatever it's going to be, you're going to get you a yes. It doesn't mean that you have to stop getting upset because this one said no.
So you're saying there's a chance. That's what a lot of.
There's always a chance.
It's just, I think it's all about the approach, right? What do you guys think, man? Let me see what's going on over here in the chat. I think that it's an interesting fact that some folks just cannot take rejection at all. Predatory behavior says Thixmatic. I think that I agree with that. It's kind of weird that people,
that's predatory,
especially just young men. I don't know what's going on with the inability to just, not take rejection well. Franco says that most guys won't take it to the next level with that sort of thing because the next level is going to get someone stomped out to the ground. Sir, I completely agree with you, sir, 100%. I mean, because they're afraid of getting, other men nowadays are afraid of getting beat up.
By who?
The man that hit her in the face with the brick.
You're afraid to get beat up by who? A woman?
No. So I think Franco said they don't want to go to the next level because they themselves might end up in some type of goddamn fight or some shit like that.
Well, I mean, clearly not. Clearly not. I mean, in her situation, if what she described was accurate and true, she really didn't do anything to provoke him. She didn't try to embarrass him when she rejected him. He just wilded out and just hit her. Clearly, that situation did not happen because everybody kind of just stood around and didn't do anything from what she said, if what she's saying is true. So what is this fear of getting into a fight by somebody else, by other dudes around? Look at my situation. Nobody did anything. There were tons of dudes standing around because them same dudes tried to come holler at me also. So there was nothing there. What are you afraid of? Because I can't do anything. 150 soaking wet. What am I gonna do? So what are you really afraid of? You know what I mean?
So I would say that also I need more information. Like I just feel like so far I have her side of the story. I don't want his side of the story. I want surveillance side of the story,
He's
CCTV.
not gonna get his side of the story. He's not gonna be stupid and sit there and say something. Well, you never know. Never
I
mind. Let
mean,
me take
just
that back.
there's just some people who are just CPM says that the U.S. is built on rejection, not acceptance, which will be
X.
our downfall. A lot of folks
X.
nowadays are more about the negativity and the rejection, which is just it kind of goes hand in hand, right? Kirkmore says there's no reason for a man to put his hands on a woman. Maybe that's just how I live. I agree with that. I think that there's
No
been
woman should put their hands on a man either.
yeah.
I was always taught don't put your hands on a man unless you're ready to get hit like a man. So there's no reason for women to put their hands on men and then turn around and scream, "Oh my God, he hit me!" You know what I'm saying? I don't agree with that either.
So I have been like beat in the face thoroughly by a woman, and I still was able to
Wasn't me.
not call the yeah, it was not her. It was not
Wasn't me.
Lene. Okay, but I was still able to not put hands on and not call the law. So I guess it just depends. I thought that this was really prevalent that Kevin Costner, and we just to sum it up again, has to pay 63 goddamn thousand a month. 63, Boosie.
How many kids they got?
It don't matter how many kids he got. $63,000 a month in child support. She
Not be
originally
doing it right.
she originally asked for $248,000 a month. And while they were negotiating the terms of everything, he was paying $129,000 a month.
Somebody makes that much money,
Like that's salaries. $129,000 a year. That's salaries. $248 a year. That's people strive to do that. $63,000 a month is some people strive. A family of four.
That is the average salary,
For a
isn't
family
it? It's
of
around the
four.
average salary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
About that.
year?
What do you think about that? Do you think that my opinion overall is that the family court and the family law system it needs revamping overall state by state. He has good lawyers. But a lot of states, they just put your salary in a calculator and spit out a number, and that sometimes that's sufficient, but sometimes it's not.
mean-
What do you think anything needs to be looked at with this, or
I don't know. It's hard. It's hard because number one, it's everyone live. Cost of living is different no matter where you live, right? So what's here in Texas to raise a child, in all honesty, everything that I'm going to pay to raise a child is not the same amount that it's going to be out there in California. It's not going to be the same that's in New York. It's going to be the same. It's not going to be the same in Arizona, Florida, none of that. So I do understand, trying to have like a blanket type of thought process or use a percentage, and then kind of the other states are like, well, let's do that and adopt that type of same type of mindset, right? Because, you can't just put the same amount for everybody. It wouldn't be fair. However, I do think that $63,000 a month is a lot. But at the same time, there are women out here that's only getting like $100 a month or $250 a month or $500 a month. And I'm sorry, but $500 a month, even that is not enough to raise a child. Let's take, for instance, my oldest. Ryan, she goes to cheer. Cheer's $350. Nope, take that back. They went up. It's $420 a month. You know what I mean? Then she also has her uniform that just came out. That's $525 that I have to pay. It came out once, not every year, and not every month, but it came out once. Then you also have the situation of clothes. You have food, you have shelter. All of that money comes into play because it takes care of the child in the household. So I do think it needs to be a
comfort
sufficient
overall? Yeah,
right. It needs
Right.
to be a sufficient number that my child, can live the life that we would like to, live that child to live. But it needs to also be reasonable because I don't want it to break your bank and for you to not be able to survive as a man either, because you have to live. And it's not just men. Women do pay child support, not as much as men do.
Yeah, speaking of that, Safari, like I said earlier, Safari was getting on the ex-husband for Holly Berry because she is now paying $8,000 a month. And if she makes over $2 million in any annual year, she also has to pay 4.3% of whatever she
That
makes
is crazy.
over $2 million. So Safari, he has no relation to either one of them. No food in the fight. I don't know if he's getting go 20 toes with Halle Berry or maybe I don't know if he ever, stuck the penis in her husband or whatever like that. But there's no connection.
What?
I'm just saying. He just felt like he wanted to
hope
speak
not.
out. I mean, you do whatever you want to do.
First of all, he's got his own situation going on, okay?
Right, that's true.
With his marriage and what he has to pay with, Erica Mena and all that other stuff. But in general about, child support, it needs to be reasonable. It shouldn't break the back of the person that's paying for it because they have to live and they have to live a comfortable life. There is a such thing as comfort. You're supposed to live a full life, and that is worked within the law. Mm-hmm. But I don't know if child support is necessarily taking that into consideration when they're creating these amounts that they're making men and women pay, So I do think that does need to be revamped and relooked at. But at the same time, people just stop paying child support also. So you also have that issue. There's tons of things. But there is also that new law that came out in Texas that if a drunk driver kills a parent or guardian in a crash, they now have to pay child support to that child for the rest of until they're 18.
Right.
So there you go.
I mean, that might be an effective law. I know that so when I first moved back to Texas in 2015, one of my old classmates from high school, her name was Crystal Nuncio, RIP. She was killed by a drunk driver driving the wrong way on the highway and left 2 kids. Mm-hmm. And one of them went and lived with their dad. The other one went and lived with her mom. And so that law would have took effect for that because that drunk driver lived.
Yeah.
So that law would have took effect for that. I think that, let's see what's going on in the chat, man, because I think that just overall, I don't know, man. It doesn't matter what you say. 8,000, 63,000, all those numbers are freaking making me just want to freaking throw up in my mouth a little bit.
That's a lot.
Just like a little bit of.
I don't know how 63,000. I don't know. I mean, again, it goes into the regular utilities of the home as well to maintain. But at the same time, it's still a lot. Your monthly utilities and expenses is $63,000 a month.
It's a level of comfort that child was used to, though. So Texas Taurus is drinking Devil's River bourbon. Kirkmore is sipping on Old Forester. Man, maybe I should give me a little Old Forester. I'll just finish my first 2 ounces. CPM says that fighting words is bench-made sucks. Sir, are you okay? I think, CPM, man, I think you just, maybe you got to go ahead. Maybe you're on the toilet squad. Maybe you over there trying to pump out, your prairie dog, and you trying to pump one out real quick, and your mind ain't right. You know what I'm saying? This happened in the States. That sticks matter. This hit did. She got hit in the face with a brick here in this. I don't know if it happened in Texas or Louisiana.
It happened in Texas. It happened in Houston.
Okay.
Yeah. It happened in Houston, Texas.
Yeah, it happened in the States. So a lot of people are saying that they should physically, if they had to pay that much, they would just literally leave the States, just run. What do you think?
I mean, my dad left, so he ain't paid not $1 of child support. I know his child support wasn't that high.
Right.
But, I mean, he didn't, I take that back. He didn't leave. He got deported. But nonetheless, yes, the easiest way to get away from it is moving out of the States. It's moving out of country and leaving. Because if you stay in the States and you try to just hide out, I mean, once they catch you, you are arrested. You do not get out until you bond out. And depending upon the state, but a lot of times your bond is the amount that you owe. So, my person, he owes well over $20,000, $30,000 in child support. I don't even fully remember the amount the last time I checked, but I know it was over $20,000.
Right.
And I'm pretty sure now it's well over $30,000 for, my daughter. So it sucks that, that's what happened. And I'm not even that type of person. I've always said I don't like bringing, the man or the government into my situation.
Yep.
As long as you do what you're supposed to do, we have an understanding and we have an agreement, even if it's $10. towards diapers or something like that.
$10 a month. Hold on, what?
I said $10 towards diapers. I didn't say a month. I said diapers or something. Just give what you can, or even if you can't give what you can as far as monetary is concerned, but you can give what you can as far as time. I can rely upon you if I need you to come get her or go sit with her or something like that. As long as you're able to do that, we can supplement that way. I'm good. But the moment that you decide that, you don't want to do anything, that don't fly with me, because I didn't do this by myself. That's all
true.
I'm gonna say.
I mean, you can't go 20. It's called 20 toes for a reason. You can't do this shit by yourself. The real Chris Brown says, CCTV hell. I want proof. I'm an ex-surveillance operator. Love visual proof. He's talking about the woman that got mollywomped.
I want to see proof too. I want to see what happened. I would love to see what happened, because I'm not for men bashing. I'm not for women bashing. I'm not complete feminist. I'm not I'm not all about men either. I'm just about, treating people the way that they should be treated, the way everybody wants, the way everybody wants to be treated. And I think you need to just look for the truth. That's all I care about, is the truth. What happened? Did somebody actually hit you with a brick? Because you got hit with something. Your face is swole. And did men really just stand there and not say anything? And if they did stand there and not say anything, why? There was a reason. There's got to be a reason why they just stood there. Were you being extra? Like we know we can be? And you tried to embarrass him?
I mean, but what will be, it doesn't matter if she was being extra and she did embarrass him. I mean, I still don't think that you should get.
No, I'm not saying that that's a reason to sit there and get hit.
Right.
At all, by any means. By any means, that's not a reason to get hit.
So
but it's also not smart.
So we also got a video here of her. Now, this is the victim, right? And this is a video of her talking to somebody, and then she smacks the guy in the face. Now, this is not the same night. This is not the same night.
She wear a lot of black, though.
But she does wear a lot of black. But there's multiple videos of her smacking men in their face. Now, apparently, some people say it's a skit. Some people say she do got a fat ass. She do. We agree with that. Okay, we concur.
Agree with that. Just throw that out there.
We concur. There's multiple videos, and I'm not going to scroll and find another one, but you can find multiple videos of her doing. Now, the person didn't know that, right? But what do you think about her slapping this random white dude? I don't even know what he did. I don't know if he asked for her number, if he got in her way. Like, what do you think about that?
The fact that she slapped this man? Look, I'm not here for the violence. You know what I'm saying? If I have to, we can get down. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We can do what we need to do. But just randomly walking up to people, hitting people, somebody said something you don't like, so, you slap them. You know what I mean? That's not really, I'm not here for it. There are certain things that, some stuff, if you say it, you probably deserve a slap for that. You probably deserve to, get two to the face. But it doesn't look like in this situation that he said anything to get two to the face. It wasn't a situation, let's see, she's black, he's white. It doesn't look like, but it does look like she's celebrating or bragging or excited. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I really why do people start filming like towards the end? We got to do, if we're going to capture stuff on film, like we're going to bring our cell phones out, can you do them a little bit faster? Like, figure out what's going on. You can always kind of tell when something about to go down. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? That conversation starts getting a little, I think I need to bring my phone out. You know what I'm saying? So I wish she would explain that. I wish I would have seen what happened. What did he say? Because he doesn't look like he really was saying anything. He kind of was just standing there. Now, he might have said something about her ass and,
It goes off from there.
But from what it looked like, and even from the commentary in the background of the video, I'm pretty sure somebody said something about her ass all the time. You're wearing things to enunciate what you got, which ain't nothing wrong with that, but you're drawing attention to it. So I'm pretty sure somebody says something all the time. So you gonna always get upset and slap somebody because somebody said something about your ass, or what?
So the prevailing opinion on that's going on Twitter, or just overall, is that the man who hit her they're just assuming he didn't have a father in his life and he needed to be raised better. He's not a foundational black brothers,
Oh,
what they
I'm done
kind of
with
say.
it. Oh, I'm done with it.
Or they're making all the we need to be buy people like a goddamn jump to conclusion match, so they could just jump to whatever goddamn conclusion they want to, because they feel like they know what happened. And
Stop talking about how people are raised. Like let's just do that. Let's just stop doing that, because we don't know how people were raised. And no matter what, at the end of the day, however you're raised, you can still be different than how you were raised. It's not just our environment as children that shape us. It's also our environment as we get older, and the things that we experience when we get older that shape us. You know what I'm saying? When I grew up, I didn't know anything about not trusting friends like that. When I got into college, I learned something different. When I had people running around, spreading lies and spreading rumors around the campus. So I learned, I move different. I don't trust as much. You know what I'm saying? I vet my friends. Friend is a very sacred word to me, but I'm different in that sense because of the experiences that I had when I was older, not based off of how I was raised. So don't sit here and assume that he didn't have his father or something like that. His father might have been right there smacking people too. You
right,
don't know.
true.
Like, you don't know. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's hard for me to really I guess to kind of put a buttonhole on it. It's hard for me to 100% have a full opinion about what happened without getting more facts. I think that once I get more meat and potatoes about what happened, I'll be able to fully know, like, hey, this is what happened. And, I think that it wasn't a cool thing, et cetera, et cetera. But I don't know, man. I think that a lot of y'all, a lot of folks are agreeing with you. Alex says that speak that truth, Mrs. X. Appreciate you, Alex and Oz. And man, hit by a brick, says David. That's the thing that has me a little bit bonkers. Is just whole way hit by a goddamn brick. It's a little bit bonkers. But you know what? I will say this, guys. Moving on is that if I get more information, I'll bring it up. Whenever I get an opportunity, because I think that it's a little freaking atrocious that whatever the case is, that it happened overall. But yeah, man, next thing I want to talk about is I want to freaking go over some of these. I guess we can do some thank you segments for some of these donations that we got and read some of these comments out loud, man. It just. So this is just, if you send a super chat or a donor, I just want to kind of read your comments. So this was a little bit old, but I did hit him. I did respond, but it just $25 came from JD6918. Thank you so much for your service and keep producing great content. I appreciate the perspective, advice, and no BS attitude towards the trolls. I appreciate that as well, man. We also, that means a lot. Like, this is so, I was saying earlier that today is 3 years on this YouTube channel. Today's my 3-year.
Oh, really?
Yeah. 3 years.
Congrats.
Yeah. Do I get anything special? I'm just saying, clap it up for your boy. I'm just saying, I'll just give it. I'll do a clap.
I went to Vicky's Secret, so.
She stopped by Victoria's Secret. Very well.
I'm just saying.
Never know what might happen. You never know what might happen. We also got here. This is $5 came in from Tech Not Rogue. Appreciate that. He just simply says thank you. Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate the $5. Go straight towards that diaper money. You know what I'm saying? That makes life a lot easier. Boosie. No, I'm just saying.
That's
It's
so
real.
sad.
It's real life.
That's sad.
We should all make love, says Greg, sir. Oh, man. Also, we also have on here David Hurst. David Hurst is in the chat, and David also gave $4.99 for a thanks. I appreciate that, David. Everybody making the stuff happen. I appreciate just, all the folks just coming around and supporting the channel. And a lot of times I do these live streams for fun and the podcast for fun and my main content. And I always appreciate that type of stuff. I'm not a guy that's going to get all goddamn a teary-eyed and shit like that, but you
don't want to get teary-eyed?
Nah, I'm just
a little bit. What happened to men showing their emotions? This is a safe space.
Okay, you can get teary-eyed on because that's our money. That's our money, okay? I'm just saying, what I'm saying, that is for the both of us, okay? The real Chris Brown says, "Excellent." Is that true? Do I always shoot my shot?
Yes, daily.
But what does that mean?
Every minute. It is just, Lord. It makes sense why we got all these kids. Oh my God. Let's just be real. You shoot your shot all the time. All the time.
I do try to. Does that literally mean that I'm shooting my shot, Chris? Yes. Or is that a little bit of, I'm switching over to Old Forester. Somebody mentioned Old Forester, and now I'm just kind of feeling it. But does that literally mean that I shoot my shot? Or is it like a statement of, you know what I'm saying? It's like a statement. It's something that people say. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't literally mean I'm trying to go 20 toes.
Yes, it does.
No, I'm just saying.
Yes, it does.
Okay. The
For you, yes, it does.
let's see.
The stretch
Facts.
marks
This
to
is
prove it.
Kirk Moore says that the child support should be monitored by the person that the court assigns. This also a way to open up new jobs across the country. Yeah, so I think that a lot of
It is
child support is kind
monitored.
of assigned and it's monitored by a child support office, but it's not like I don't. It's like a 3-year rotation. Do you think that's good enough?
Child support is monitored. I mean, it's not monitored like it should, like closely, like it should be, because funding and not enough people, not enough bodies, and things like that. But it is monitored. Unfortunately, if somebody misses their child support payment, for example, like it doesn't get picked up very quickly. It takes a couple of times in the rotation for it to get picked up. But or if I call, like I can pick up the phone and call and say, "Hey, he didn't pay his child support this month," and they'll be like, "Okay, we'll note it and we'll see what's going on." But if I don't call, then it takes a while for it to
Catch up.
catch up. So yeah, it's monitored, but it's not monitored closely. And then every 3 years, yes, it is. You get the paperwork sent out to you, and you get reevaluated. I think I get the paperwork every year, to be honest with you. And then you can also request for it to be re-reviewed however many times you want to. You can get the language changed, you can get the money changed, you can get everything changed. And he always requesting a modification, but it don't ever go through.
Kirk Moore also says that agree, Mrs. X, as long as the money goes towards the child or children. I disagree with this, Kirk. I don't think child support is for the child. I think child support is for the establishment of comfort and needs. So, for instance, my child support was set a long time ago, but if it was to increase or whatever, child support is integrated into a household. People, who have the custodial parent uses that for bills or for clothes. It's not every single month they're not gonna fucking buy clothes, right?
But that is for the child.
Right. Because you're paying for your car note or because you're paying your utility bill. That all benefits the child, if that makes sense.
So it's just like he said.
I agree with that.
Okay.
No, I can see with that.
It is just like he said.
X, sir, I'm speaking about the money. Okay, I got you. How the way the money is utilized. I agree with that. So the hold on. I saw here, I thought I saw Rocky jump in. Sir, he says, yes, Mrs. X. Sir, first, sir, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for being a goddamn member.
I said thank you.
Oh, I thought you said he cute. I was about to say, Rocky, she said you cute, sir.
I haven't seen it yet. I can't see the picture.
Oh,
I
okay.
got bad. Even with these glasses, I got bad eyes.
I thought she was about to shoot her shot right here on the goddamn chat, Boosie. I'm just saying. I'm just right. Now, a question I got for you is like, so the next thing I'm gonna talk about is like how I store my knives. I guess the really topic is like storing stuff that's important to me. So like my everyday carry knives, I keep them in, a toolbox.
Okay.
And things that are important to you, whether that be, let's just hypothetical, like at what level should you be putting things under lock and key? At what level should you be making stuff that's moisture's not seeping into something like that? So for me, my knives are in a box. They're locked up because I don't want our kids freaking cutting their phalanges off, and when people come over, I don't want them growing legs. But what stuff that you care about, whether it be items that have to do with interior design or your decor, your makeup or whatever, like. What care and how much maintenance should you be doing on stuff that you care about? Monthly, weekly? Like, how often do you look at your crap and make sure everything's good to go?
Yeah, not as often as I should. Probably not as often as you. You got all the time. I don't have no time. I'm always running after a kid or something. So I would love to do it more. I do think that, as far as maintenance goes, makeup, you know what I'm saying, that needs to be looked at probably once a week, just because it has to do with things that are being put on my face. So I do look at that. I do pay attention to that, skincare, things like that. As far as other things that are important to me for my interior design, I have to have my laptop, so I'm always touching that. That's a daily thing for me. And then all of my catalogs, my books, my paints, my paint chips, my wood samples, things like that. I'm using those on a daily. So I guess maintenance is daily for me then. I just don't look at it as not going back. I'm always refreshing. But as far as, now that you gave me my knife for my everyday carry, right?
Yes.
Now that you gave me my knife, which I should have used it on that guy, but I'm just saying.
Hold on, wait. What? Hold on, wait.
I'm just
Use the
saying.
knife
It's,
on the guy, but
look,
I mean,
safe.
technically, he did.
Safe.
You know, he did.
He
put
wouldn't
his,
let me go.
Right. That's true.
Okay.
That's true.
I have to defend myself. But now that you gave me that knife, I do try to carry it in my purse. I usually keep my Gucci bag with me, the one that you got me. Everybody loves that bag. Every time I go somewhere, everybody loves that bag. I think you made a video on it, didn't you?
Yeah.
So everybody loves that bag. I love that bag, and that's the bag I typically take unless I'm going to a specific event or a specific situation. Then I change my bag up depending upon what I'm wearing. Right.
So I can agree with the. So I think first off, thank you for carrying the shit that I actually bought you. That's always a great thing. I just clap it up for your boy.
Absolutely.
So one thing I would say, guys, if for storing your like everyday, this is not bacon, lettuce, and tomatoes, but I just wanted to kind of say that storing. A lot of folks ask me this. I say a lot. A few people have asked me this question: how do you store your everyday carry gear, your crap? And as long as you're trying to keep humidity away from it, corrosion away from it, you know, whether you're storing that in a large toolbox like I do, because sometimes I just feel like crazy and I don't know why I need to do that, or if you're storing it in a bin or whatever, you got them little, you know, those little packages that you buy, you know, like them little packages that come with the different things, and you know what I'm talking about?
No.
The dry packages. You
What
get them
dry
in
pack?
random shit.
Oh, the little dry packages?
Yeah, to keep moisture. I have those in my storage area. Do you have that in your decor area or what?
You keep those?
Of course. You don't keep that?
No.
That shit?
The little gel silica, is that
Yeah,
what it is?
the shit that sucks up moisture.
No, I didn't know what that was. I threw
mean,
them in the trash.
Listen, those suck up moistures and thoughts suck up moisture. And I can't keep a thought in my goddamn knife drawer. I'm just saying, Boosie. I can't do this shit, okay? Can't keep a thought in a goddamn knife.
No, you can't keep a thought in your damn shit.
So I have to figure out the best way possible to store the EDC knife stuff, man. So I think it's so crazy to me that I hear people that have just got stuff. I had our daughter had a play date, and the little girl came over, and the dad that came over, he showed me his knife, and the knife that he had in his pocket is called a CRK tuna. So it's affordable knife. It costs like $40, and he 100%. I asked him, I said, well, it's kind of beat up. How do you store it? He said, oh, when I get home, I just kind of toss it on the kitchen counter. And I was like,
that hurt your heart, didn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, I did.
Literally.
I could tell. Look.
Literally, he has all these tools. He seemed like he had a good goddamn head on his shoulders, and it's just moisture of a kitchen, and you're just throwing it on there.
I just looked at him like,
the knife that I got you, like, how do you store it? That's the question I have.
What do you mean, how do I store it?
Yeah, where is it?
It's always in my purse.
And your purse has
either in my purse or it's in the bag that I use for my laptop whenever I'm using like my interior design. Like I'm getting ready to go meet with a client,
right,
or something like that. Then I'll take that bag instead of my actual purse. But I actually move it. But I move it to a pocket. It's always in a pocket that is secure, whether it's a zipper or it's, a little Velcro or something.
So Dwayne says that we got to go thought shopping. I think I would concur with that. So you got a good head on your shirt. What?
I do. I like that. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that every now and then. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, listen, I know that a lot of Rob Knight said that we make a beautiful couple. We appreciate that, man. Appreciate that 100%. A proper way to treat us, treat a CRKT is on the kitchen counter, CPM, sir. What are you talking about, man? No. You should take delicate care of it and make sure that it's all in, I don't know, man. I think that overall, the chaos for, I just want you guys to just really focus on the storage of your crap. This includes stuff that I continue to give to you as well. Mm-hmm. And that way we know that the reason I say that is because a lot of times we kind of get down this gear acquisition syndrome or gas, and you feel like whatever you have is lacking all of a sudden. And you feel like that you need to go after something new because the shit that you have just was not taken care of. Just store the shit properly. Do you have the same thing when it comes to anything that you deal with, or what?
I feel like that right now about my car.
Oh, okay.
But that's different. What I'm going through. But I think you feel that way. I think because I see you constantly getting new things and you're always changing things out. At least with
You
what
think I have
have.
gas? Gear acquisition?
Yes,
Hold on,
I
wait,
think
why?
because you're always finding something new. There's always a package coming to the house of something that you ordered that you like, hey, look at what you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, you literally just got that.
But a lot of
You,
stuff is these companies are sending. I'm not trying to defend myself point by
you're
point,
right, yes. A
right?
lot of this stuff, the companies are just, okay, I'll take that back. How about with the kids? With stuff for them.
Okay, okay.
You do switch things out all the time. Or things that you find around the house, like as far as, furnishings or something like that. You are willing to buy something now and then switch it out for something else. For example, Roman's toddler bed. You had me go search and search and search for this toddler bed, okay? You kept asking me for it. You kept hounding me for it. Where is the toddler bed? Find me the toddler bed. I found the toddler bed. That toddler bed didn't last 6 months because then you turned around and you had me go search for a bunk bed for the boys. Now you want to put the boys in a bunk bed. I thought we was going to put the boys in separate toddler beds. That's what I'm talking about. We spend and we buy one thing and then you turn around and you want to switch it out and get something else. So yes, I do think you have, what is it called? Gear?
It's gas. It's gas.
There we go.
I think so. Okay, I don't know if I have. Chad, do y'all have gear acquisition syndrome? Do y'all have gas or what? I don't know if it's just me, but hold on, wait. It says Kirkmore. So X, how often do you remove your truck boomstick? My truck boomstick is normally it's literally almost always removed. If I have a freaking boomstick on me or in the vehicle, that's not staying out there because we live in Plano, Texas, and sometimes people like check your what is it, door handles?
Oh, door check?
Yeah, to see if by I mean people, I mean like stupid young kids checking our doors to see
They're
if
doing that more often. They got my mama
right.
when she was staying with us for the weekend.
So EDC Explain says, yes, I have gear acquisition syndrome. What are y'all buying oftentimes in gear acquisition syndrome? Is it stuff for the house? Is it stuff for EDC? CPM says, I have PKS, pretty knife syndrome. Sorry, because of CPM, sir. CPM came over here and grabbed me by the goddamn balls. I'm just saying, and he made me start to focus on knife makers instead of knife brands. So he kind of really focused on like the people that design the knives versus the people that, the brands themselves. So I don't know. I don't think I have gas. I think that some of y'all think I do, but let me see. I know earlier we had somebody that had a comment about something he wanted me to check out, man. Let me go back here and check this shit out. I think it's an item. Hold on, I'm going to look this up. I even get your opinion about this. So,
okay.
Phytonic says, I want the blue overland mule bag. This sounds like some shit I'm not going to like. Let me just, I just feel, I'm not trying to assume that I'm not going to like the shit, but let me just look this shit up. Blue Ridge overland mule bag. Like, do you always feel like you need to change out your bag, whether it's a tote or a backpack, or do you feel like what you already have is sufficient?
I have my one go-to I have two go-tos, right?
Okay.
Because of everyday life, right? So I have the Gucci bag.
Yep.
That I always carry as far as my purse goes when I'm just like singular. It's just me with no kids. And then when I have the kids, the littles, not necessarily the bigs, the littles, I have my backpack. I just throw stuff in there, a couple of diapers of each kid, because everybody's in different diapers, and some wipes, and I keep it moving. Throw a little couple of snacks in there, and boom, I'm gone. But if I'm going to something where it's, I'm going out with my friends, or I'm going to meet a client for interior design, then I change my purse. Or I carry.
So
my
you have gas
bag.
then? You have gas.
What are you talking about?
If you're changing your shit out, is that not gas?
I mean, that's like me changing my shoes out. I gotta change my shoes. If I'm changing my outfit, I gotta change my shoes. What are you talking about?
Would you say you have gas in regards to your shoes?
I don't have gas. No, are you trying to be funny?
Hold on, wait. Hold on. Are you about to say I'm a female? So you're about to stereotype the whole. Alex, is Alex still here? We have females in the chat. Okay.
I'm a female.
It's not assumed that you're a female that you have gas automatically when it comes to shoes. It's not.
Okay.
It's not.
Okay.
It's not an assumed thing.
Okay.
If there's any females in the chat, I know Alex says that same here in Chicago. You got to be on the lookout. And last time I remember, I think Alex is a female. So it's like it's not assumed that you're always on the lookout. What do you think about this bag? Before I say anything about it, somebody wanted me to check this out. So the bag I've been carrying lately has
That
been
looks
this.
similar to the bag that you have been carrying, and it looks like something that you would, because it also looks like it has the little Velcro things on it that you want, that you like putting stuff on.
So I've been carrying this nutsack tote bag. Why are you laughing at nutsack? That's the name of the goddamn company.
I know, and every time you say it, I laugh. It's like Peter Griffin. I laugh every time you
So full disclosure, nutsack sent that out to me. But what do you think about? So that bag is $149. This one's $99. It's sold out. It must be popular. But what
It
do you
looks
think about
nicer.
just looking at it, just first glance?
I mean, it looks nicer. It looks like it'll keep it organized, and it's going to prevent you from sitting there putting a whole bunch of stuff in it because you can't fit a whole bunch of stuff in it. Whereas that bag, it doesn't have anything to close it, so you can just constantly keep stuffing and stuffing and stuffing.
Okay, my first thoughts on this bag is, first off, for me personally, just my first thoughts, it's a little too tactical for me. Okay, just like a pinch too tactical
What?
for me. It's just a little.
Lies.
It's a little too tactical for me.
It looks exactly like everything else that you
No,
have. Yes, it
no, you gonna shame the
does.
devil and tell the
It
truth.
looks exactly
No.
like it looks exactly like your diaper bag. Come on,
I
bro.
haven't carried that
I'm
diaper bag in
done.
over a year. Really?
I'm done because we have 3 kids and that diaper bag fits nothing. The way that you used to pack it.
It's not my fault.
It
You
used
got
to-
a fat ass. I'm just saying.
Okay.
We got 3 kids for a specific reason.
Shoot your shot.
Chris says, shoot my shots. It's a little too tactical for me, okay? Look at the bags that are on the wall over there, right? Tactical bags have been slowly but surely making their way out of my rotation. Just kind of been
It
making their
looks
way out of my...
exactly like.
So it does have
what
this
you would
this
have.
laser cut molly on the front where you can do different attachments and shit like that. And but so my first thoughts, let me just give you my first thoughts on it. It's a little too tactical for me. I love the hyper orange interior. That means if it's dark, like it's kind of dark in this man cave, you will be able to see in the guts of this bag because it is this hyper orange interior. But other than that, I wouldn't carry it personally because it is a little too tactical for me. And there's no
This
pockets
is-
on the
This
outside.
is a whole lie. This is a whole lie. It's okay.
Why are you saying that? I haven't
You
carried
lying.
super tactical bags in a very long time.
Okay.
When's the last time you did an assessment of the shit I'll be carrying on the back?
Oh, you always carrying your little bag right here, just like right here, just be sitting right here.
Right. And I got it right there on the pectoralis major. No, it's not a titty. It's a
On your
pectoralis
titty.
major.
It's right here on your titty.
That's a titty. This is the pectoralis minor, pectoralis major.
Okay.
I put the sling bag on the pectoralis major because it makes sense. This bag is cute, but for me personally,
It's cute.
I'm just saying, for me personally, it wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. I don't know. Would you carry some shit like this?
No,
Why?
no, I would not carry something like that. Why would I carry something like that? That doesn't even look like me. That doesn't even look like something I would carry.
I mean, so like, look at this orange interior. For me, it doesn't have enough organization. It's just like a big bottomless pit of guts.
Exactly.
So you wouldn't carry, if I bought that shit for you, you wouldn't carry
No,
this.
I would not carry that. I need organization.
That's like a direct insult. Like, I feel like it's a perfect little.
Organization. No, I need organization. Like, you don't understand. I am carrying. You know what? Matter of fact, this is what you can do. You can find me a really good tool bag because.
Hold on, wait. You need a tool bag. This would
I
be a
do
good
need-
tool bag.
I don't want that.
What's wrong with this bag?
I don't want the nutsack. I want my. You know.
No,
mm-mm.
apparently you do want the goddamn nutsack. I'm just
I
saying.
don't want that nutsack.
Okay.
I'm just saying, like, I need a bag. I need a tool bag now. Because, you know.
Okay,
I work
let's
for this-
chat. Chat, I want y'all to listen to her description. She needs a tool bag, right? And now I want y'all to come up with a suggestion of a bag. I don't know why it keeps going to that screen. I want y'all to come up with a suggestion of a bag that will work. So she needs a tool bag overall. What are y'all thinking?
I do. I need
Listen,
a tool
listen to what she
bag.
says.
So, with my interior design, I work for a home builder. So, I'm constantly going to construction sites. I'm constantly going, meeting clients and things like that. But I need to be prepared. Whether I need to screw something in, yes. There are times I have to screw something in. There are times that I have to hammer something in. There are times that I have to get down and do do a little job for myself. And I'm not out here doing hard construction, but I am on a hard construction site. I have to wear a hard hat sometimes because it is an open construction site. But I need a tool bag. I need to be able to carry things that I can take from site to site that are mine only. You know, I can't always use my trades or my contractors' tools. I need my own stuff. They look at me weird when I try to take their stuff.
Okay, so so Rob Nice is saying Mrs. X could use a snack time sling. I don't think that would work.
What's
So
that
let
look
me
like?
let me grab the snack time sling real quick. I don't think this is not. He put this in chat before you finished describing, so I want you to.
Okay. What's that?
This is going to somebody won this bag yesterday, but you can open it up and kind of take a look. This is a snack time sling.
It's little.
It is small, but so they're saying that you could use a snack time sling.
No, I need something bigger than this.
Right? Yeah, you can't put tools in
I need
that.
something major. Like I need something to be able to. No, I need something bigger than this. Like I need to be able to put a drill in here. You know what I
Oh wait,
mean?
you want to? Oh, you
Yes,
really?
like
Okay.
I need.
Okay, what's the
So what do you think
so
that I'm
that
not
tote
actually
bag-
doing something?
the
You
tote
think I'm
bag
not
that I
doing
got
stuff?
you from the tote bag from Tom Talk? If you had another one of those, would that work or?
I mean, the one that Tom Talk is the bag that I use for when I go with my clients and
Yeah.
I'm just talking design, right? And
Yeah.
I'm pulling out my laptop and things like that. So yes, I like their bags. I think that bag was nice. You know, it does have the material that is not going to get messed up and I could take to a construction site with me. So I do think that would be a good choice. And, you know, it doesn't look too manly. And I like dark colors. So, you know, I can do a masculine looking bag, but at the same time, I don't want to be too feminine.
So one of the bag. This is the bag that Mrs. X carries when she goes to visit with clients and she's getting information from them. This is a bag by Tom Talk. It's a tote bag.
I like the black one.
Timber says Mrs. X needs a Milwaukee pack out. Sir, what are you talking about? You do not. Milwaukee pack out is super tooly system. It's just super.
I
Yeah.
want organization. It does need to have compartments.
Okay, so this doesn't really have Maxpedition Beefy works for me. I have one of those over there. I don't think that would work for you. It's big and it can hold that type of stuff, but she wants a tool bag,
You
huh?
said
Greg?
hammer and screw.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Say hammer and screw.
Alex
Yes.
says, "There you go, Mrs. X. Spell it out." So no, listen, she spelled it out. I'm just saying, but I understand what she needs.
Do you?
I think so.
Do you have the right tool bag for my tools?
I mean, I think I got the right goddamn tool bag, unless I'm mistaken, sir. Am I tripping, Greg? I think she wants a drill holder. I think that another one of these bags. I don't think so. This bag is not really organization first, tool first. You know.
No, look, it has a laptop in it. I'm not going to put my tools in the same bag I have my laptop in, like my backbook. I'm not going to do that.
Okay, so somebody's suggesting the Vertex stackable. Okay, well, if the Vertex stackable works for you, that might be something that we can look into. A, because Vertex is a good brand, and also B, Vertex send me free shit all the time. I'm just clap it up.
Okay.
I'm just saying. So if the shit works for you, I might be able to just reach out to my contact at Vertex. Let me see the Vertex stackable. Now their stackable system. This might be something you keep in the back of your vehicle, and you decide. Okay, so they have the.
It is something that I need to keep in the back of my vehicle. I always
ready to go.
That's the thing. I need to have a bag that stores all of the
Look at
tools
it.
that I need.
Look at all these different stackables
sitting
they
in my
got with
bag.
Vertex. Right now, they were having 25% off using the code MarineX plug. If y'all go to this website, use the code MarineX, you get 25% off the entire website.
That.
So they have the Vertex stackable has different bundles of shit you can put, right?
Okay. I
You know
do
what I'm
like
saying?
that. I do like that. The one up there in
Right here?
the far right,
Oh, over here.
the top
okay.
right.
So, this would be something. I mean, this is not too like manly. You don't care how manly looking the shit looks, or what?
I don't care about that. That is, what are you talking about? It is a tool box or a tool bag. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand. What are you trying to feminine me out? Like,
No,
you trying
no,
to say it's because
no.
I'm a girl? What's going on?
Yes, literally. That's why I'm just ensuring that it's okay You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, you know what I'm saying? You're a girl. I know this. I've
I'm not
explored it.
that girly
Okay.
to where I can't have a tool bag that's that's masculine. I don't understand.
Okay, so let's look at They have the MD stackable tool pouch. I think that will be too goddamn small. I mean, we can check it out, and just to see if this would be something that would be worth it. This looks like decent. This is called the VTAC stackable tool pouch.
Okay.
Medium size. That's all I know about it. Okay, so it looks like a little picture, a little video of a guy using his little tools. This could be sufficient.
It looks nice. They don't have no other
Matter of
colors.
fact, this is the exact one that you pointed at in the top right.
Okay. See, I know what I like.
So this could work. Okay.
Yes. Look,
See,
now
look at
they
that.
have
That's it
different
right
colors
there.
in the picture.
No, it only comes in one color. That color.
That's a different color.
Yeah, I think that's for the larger bags. This specific bag only comes in one color.
I don't like that color.
So, I mean, this is going to be sitting in the back of your vehicle, though, right?
Right. It
All
is
right.
something that is just going to be sitting in the back of my vehicle.
I mean, we can make that happen.
stuff.
Greg thinks you want this tool, though. I don't know. Maybe Greg is wrong. He says she wants your tool. I don't know. Maybe Greg has a good head on his shoulders. I'm just wondering about that shit. I mean,
Look.
show her the beefy. I don't know if I can do that shit right now. Let me grab the beefy for you.
The
I don't know if I
beefy.
got the beefy. Is this the beefy or the fatty? I don't think this is big
The
enough.
beefy or the fatty?
All right, so
It's got to be.
all right, let me
bigger than
show.
this.
I don't know if this is this the beefy or the I get them confused all the time. I think this is the fatty. I think this is the fatty from the hood to the woods. Anyway, this is kind of a smaller kind of tote. And while we're doing that, I thought I saw a super chat come through.
I do like this if I need to like just have something small real quick that I can keep maybe in the front of the car.
What are you smoking, X? Appreciate that. I'm smoking a Drew Estates Undercrown. So you think that, but this is kind of, I don't know if this is going to fit a drill. But
I mean,
you see it has,
no, I'm saying if like little stuff like this.
right.
Yeah, I can deal with that.
So like this here, it has little stuff already in it. Like
Zip ties, like I use zip ties.
zip
like,
ties
you
and
know.
like some freaking laser measures and all sorts of stuff in there.
Need different size, nails and screw. Like
So something like
need-
this could work.
this could work for like little things that I could just, if I knew that I can keep at the front of the front of my car. You know what I'm saying? Like people are always.
You know you have a tool bag in your car made for you, right? Full of all sorts of fucking tools. You know that shit exists. I've shown it to you several times. People on this channel have watched the goddamn video. You know that goddamn video exists, right? You seen it?
Huh?
You don't know?
What?
Let's look it up. Field trip. There's a whole, let's see, Marine ex-wife tool. There's a whole video.
I should probably look at my car.
There is a entire tool bag in the back of your truck or in the back of your vehicle that just simply lives there.
Is it under the thing?
It's underneath
under
your
the mat?
near the tire, yeah.
I haven't gone in there.
And Chrome's being slow right now, but yeah.
So the last time, I went in there last week.
Right.
On Tuesday because there was a kid.
It's right here. That picture right there. Wife's vehicle EDC
I remember
tool
that
kit.
bag. So I went in there last week to help a kid out because he had a little nosebleed. We had to get first aid kit and everything. So I did use that for that.
Okay.
And another kid that got scratched that I had to help out. Prior to last week on Tuesday, I think the last time I lifted that mat and saw anything and saw that bag was probably well over 6 months ago. Because I keep everything on top. Anything that I need, like I keep on top right there.
First, I didn't want to put that on top because it would take space from your trunk room. From the hood to the wood says, hell yeah, she likes the beefy. Love that thing. I mean, this is nice, especially if you want a quick access to your stuff. But that thing's full of all sorts of shit. Drills, tape. It doesn't have a drill in it. You need me to put a drill in there?
Yeah, I do.
And it would be good to go?
I do. I'm going to give you a list of the things that I need.
Okay, before you give me a list of shit that you need.
I need I need a laser tape measure.
It's a laser tape measure right here. We don't need you right now, Google. Okay.
I don't know why you have our house rigged with that.
Listen,
stuff.
Google, she is like, you know what I'm saying? But it's a laser tape measure right here. So you can have this little laser tape measure by Bosch.
Okay.
Matter of fact, this whole kit is ready for you to rock.
Okay, well, look, I'm going to put that in the front of the car.
Look at that, y'all. I just hooked her up. We got her a whole. She's gonna put this in the front of her vehicle. She's gonna have a laser tape measure, a little screwdriver set by Tecton, Allen key set, and adjustable screwdriver. And then she has room to add extra shit in there as well. The very front has a little thing on there, so you already got a little beefy in there for you, all that type of stuff, man. Like you, and then next thing you got to do is you got to go watch that video or just open that bag and just explore the shit inside and see does the stuff inside suffice.
I will, and then I'll make you a list of whatever else that I need. But you already know I need a drill.
Okay.
So
there's no drill in there, so I can't make that. I got a lot of fucking drills.
Okay.
But what are you drilling? Is it like light duty? Or are you drilling? Are you just need to? Like,
I want to be prepared for whatever it is that I need to do. Sometimes,
but some stuff is going to make it like, you know what I'm saying? Because I could put a light screwdriver type drill in there.
Don't give me no $20 Walmart type drill
First
situation.
Of all, I don't even fucking own a whole. Hold on. First, put some goddamn respect on that shit.
I'm just saying, don't give me something small like that. I don't like small stuff.
Okay, I'm just saying.
There's
a lot of women that like small stuff. Hold on. First of all,
I'm pretty sure, but in this situation, size matters.
Okay, very well. I can appreciate that. Okay.
Not all the time, but in this situation, size matters.
So this bag, if you get an opportunity to just check out the shit that's in there, it might be sufficient for the things that you need. So just let me know
the things that I need. I will look at it though.
And let me know if it doesn't make the kit the list. It says no Walmart stuff, says Mike and Ike's EDC.
Thank you.
I mean, Walmart stuff, don't sleep on the shit. Walmart got some
Don't
some
you give me
shit.
no damn $20 drill from Walmart. I swear, I'm gonna get upset.
Franco sent a 1/4 impact drill combo. I don't know about a combo. Impact drills by themselves are sufficient. I can just put an impact drill in there. You should be fine. You don't need a combo all together. G Styles, take a look at the Filson Heritage Sportsman bag. Really nice tools and such. Okay, now that their brand is a it's a tip. Let me look it up. I think their brand is a different type of brand that you might be able to dig. They're a little high class though. Filson. I think they're big into like leather goods. Heritage Sportsman. I don't know if this one is will make the cut. Let me look it up real quick. I don't know. This first off, $425, sir. The bag that I bought her was $60.
I'm not worth $425.
I mean, but look at the bag. Okay, look at the bag.
Oh, so
okay,
now
so this is
you
the
want
bag.
me to look at the bag.
Like the bag that you currently have in your vehicle is like kind of making the cut, right?
No.
This bag is big. It's bigger than the one that's already in your vehicle.
I don't like that bag that you got me, that is in my vehicle.
Okay.
I like the other bag.
This bag here is it's taking a minute to load, but this bag here, first off, is $425. It's too goddamn high. Okay, I don't even have a goddamn $425 toolkit in the back of my truck.
It's not about you.
Right now, like, what about this bag? Other than the fact it's heavy duty, it seems to be it's wax canvas and leather and all that type of shit. But just like Mike and I says, that the Filson is expensive, but been around a super long time, and it is made in America.
Okay.
But the bag I got you was like $45 on Amazon.
But if
that shit.
I say I want this bag, you gonna tell me that I can't have it because you spent $65 and you don't have a bag that's $425?
I don't even have a bag in my truck. I got a box, and it didn't cost that much.
Okay. I birthed you 3 children in 3 years.
I mean,
but I can't get a $425 bag.
Now the birth of that children, you know what I'm saying? We both participated in that.
Not in birthing anyone. You didn't participate in birthing anyone.
We both participated in the creation. You know what I'm saying? God said, let there be light.
Okay.
But the 20 toes was both of us.
Okay, we're going to let that go because birthing and making the baby are 2 different things.
I can understand
but I can't have $425.
What do you think about this bag though? What do you didn't even tell me your opinion about the bag.
I mean, you didn't even let me get a chance to give you my opinion about the bag because you threw me off by telling me I can't even have it.
I didn't say you couldn't have it. I'm just saying your bag is $65 and seems to be sufficient. But what do you think about the bag?
To you, it seems to be sufficient, but okay. I'm the one who's supposed to be using it. It's for me, is it not?
So what do you think about this one?
I think it's nice.
Okay.
I do like it though. I do like the fact that it's closed. It looks bulkier. It looks organized. Like, it looks better. The other bag, I'm not entirely sure.
So let me see. They got a standard toolbox with removable tray. I don't think you want a toolbox. You want a bag, right?
I mean, the box has the organization within it?
Yeah, probably. Um, Dane says Milwaukee electric screwdriver is compact, great for small tasks. It can drill into hardwood. I have one of those sitting on the other side of the man cave.
Okay.
I can show it to you. I mean, the Milwaukee screwdriver is goated. It's really nice. Hold on. This is a Milwaukee screwdriver. It's called a screwdriver because it's not as powerful as like a drill driver, but it's still a decent item. So the Milwaukee screwdriver is what Dane is talking about. This thing here, and they make two different versions of it. This is the least powerful one. They have one that's even more powerful than this one, but would something like this suffice as the drill that goes in there, or what? Go ahead, put it in your hands. Squeeze the trigger. Let me see you.
You always want me to put something in my hands.
Yeah,
okay.
Squeeze it. Now, you know what I'm saying? Doesn't sound powerful, but it is.
It doesn't sound powerful.
I put the entire bunk bed together with that.
I would just have to try it. You put the entire bunk bed together with this?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this thing is good for putting together too, but you can also use it for hanging shit. I've hung that whiskey shit over there. I hang that shit up on the wall with the shit.
Okay.
Okay, so there you go.
Maybe.
There you go. Let me see. Any other last minutes? Sorry, X interior designer deserves a baller gear. Okay, I actually would kind of agree with that. I would kind of agree with that.
Yep. It's all about the look.
It says, thank you, too, for making me laugh. Now I got to go play Call of Duty. See you next time. Appreciate you stopping by. Hey, guys, I appreciate y'all stopping by. We appreciate y'all kicking the door in. We will speak soon.